Hello and welcome to Detroit. This is John J. Pershing High School, the home of the Doughboys and where my research started. And I'm Monique Guest. In the beginning, we were told to look at the problems within our educational environment. I looked at my first class of students, noticing their lack of motivation, and I asked myself, what makes them tick? I began working with a grant program, Detroit Future Schools, where they brought in an artist with the teacher and technology for the students. I watched the students' interactions while working, and voila, an idea came to mind. The role of technology in student motivation and engagement. That will be my focus. So there is where my focus began. The literary review. Before I could really get started, I had to find some research that would support my theory. We were given some places to look, and I found a few, but now I had to put it in writing. Now I figured that would be simple enough, but boy was I wrong. This process almost broke me. I thought I knew APA, but I guess not. I thought I could write. Not really. My spirit was almost broken, not to mention all the unforeseen things that was going on in my life. I almost wanted to quit, but I persevered. My classmates helped me keep it together. The use of one-to-one computing was said to have not only increased test scores, but it also found that the students were more engaged and motivated to learn and create through multimedia. I'm on the right track. The problem. I received a new position, and now I no longer had that first set of students. I now had one class that I met with only twice a week. Introducing Seminar B.
Boys will be boys, no matter what they say. Boys will be boys, they always have to play. Today I've got a feeling that my boys are not on track, and I have to get my mindset to guide them on back. We brought in some music, let's break it down and see what instruments they're playing at this rockin' party. They have to use their senses to tell what they hear, and the characters they imagine singing and dancing in there. Boys will be boys, no matter what they say. Boys will be boys, they always wanna play. Today I've got a feeling that my boys are not on track, and I have to get my mindset to guide them on back. Get them moving and grooving and put them on their way to a world that's full of music and words that they say. Take a look around your environment and tell me what you see. Drugs, death, gambling, and inequality.
Not only did my class change, but my target audience changed as well. I now had a class of all boys from the football team that needed help in English and math. How would I use them in my research? This was a major bump in the road for me. Cycle 1. I made it work. I decided to focus on their writing. I gave them a pre-survey and focused on blogging and used WordPress as their platform. I created a video to demonstrate how to sign up for WordPress. Problem. I could not believe that these boys could not remember their own email address and passwords. This frustrated me, but I copied all their usernames and passwords so that wouldn't take up all the class time. Once we were able to pass that, I gave them subjects to write about. This went over okay, but once I surveyed them again, I noticed that 47% of the students had improved their writing skills. I was excited, and so were they. Cycle 2. During Cycle 2, I decided to incorporate more technology. Using a different approach. Using Keller's ARC model of motivation design, I tried to make the writing prompts more relevant to the students. I used prompts that incorporated music for them to listen to and create, and sports to write the future. I used media that was available to me, such as an iPod, smartboard, netbooks, and YouTube. This went over well with the boys. In fact, once I surveyed them and assessed their writing using the 6+1 writing rubric, compared to those assessed at the beginning of the cycle, 52% of my students had improved. This literally was exciting to me. The post-survey supported my observation, revealing 58% of my students would much rather use visual and audio connections for their writing prompts because they found them to be more interesting and prompted them to want to write. Well, guys, I must say it's been quite a journey. I've learned so much, starting with a lit review, to recording, to Flash. All of my classes have taught me so much. In fact, I wouldn't have my job today if I had not started this program. I'm so excited because the research that I did do actually turned out to be a very positive experience. My kids improved. I've improved. In fact, all of the things that I've learned, I'm using now in my new classes. I have all the technology I need now. I have a projector. I have a smartboard. I have all kinds of technology right at my fingertips. And now with the skills that I've learned at Full Sail in the Education Media Design and Technology program, I can do almost anything thanks to you guys. Thanks again for the wonderful journey, and I'm hoping that it turns out to be even more in my future.